Hey, what's up everybody? This is Pat from Salt Strong, and on a recent trip, I was doing a color comparison between two of our paddle tails, our Fred, which is a pink color, against our darker colors, to see if one would catch more fish than another on this given day. The Fred had a really big lead, but the Puffers had another idea and was really chewing up my lure, so I was forced to switch to a hard lure. I went to the Flea Flicker, and after that, I had a really good day, and I want to share that video with you. Okay, hooked up on a nice trout here with the Flea Flicker, got it right off that point. I'm, carefully working this because I barely got it hooked, and I got a light drag here, so hopefully I can get this thing landed. But it's definitely a nice one. There we go. There we go. Nice trout on that Flea Flicker. Nice. He actually turned back around. I put it right on top of him and thought I got it too close to him, and he went further, went past it, and just did a 180 and smoked it. This is a nice red on the Flea Flicker. A little bit of a sleigh ride here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can hit the reverse brakes here. As long as he stays out of those trees, we'll be fine. I can play him for a little bit. Wow, that is a pretty fish. There we go. Need a bigger net. At this point, I got into a bunch of little snooklets, but one tip here that's really important: no matter the size of the snook, anytime you catch one, make sure and check your leader, because even these small ones frayed my leader, and if I didn't check and hooked into a big fish, I more than likely would have lost it. So make sure and check your leader after every snook you catch. A nice trout here. Ooh, big red right there. That's not how you net a fish. Nice trout. I want to show you real quick how I was working the lure. Since it was a sinking lure, after I would cast out, I would let it sink just a little bit, and then I would retrieve it in with a series of twitches and pauses. I varied up the amount of twitches I gave the lure and the length of the pauses depending on what the fish want. And on that particular day, it seemed like they liked the double twitch with about a 3 to 5 second pause. Oh, got a nice little snooky here on the Flea Flicker. Little guy, but we'll take him. That's an upgrade. And another little snooky off this point right here. Whoa. No, 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 no. Uh-oh. 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 Get him caught up. There we go. Hooked up on another fish. All of these fish, and pretty much all these fish, are caught on these wind-blown points. I think we got a redfish here, but All I'm doing right now is I'm just bouncing them from island to island to island and hitting all these wind-blown points, and pretty much every one of them has fish on it. And yeah, I got a redfish there. And this Flea Flicker's been putting in the work. I mean, it's been saving the day, because the puffers were just killing my soft plastics. Uh-oh. Need to hurry up and get this thing boated, because this thing's kicking off a wake here. I didn't want to do this, but I had to run right across here. This is my spot where the fish were. But if you're new to kayaking and you get a big boat that comes by and they're pushing these big wakes, you always want to face into these waves. If you get hit by one of these waves on your side, or even from your back, and you're not really paying attention to it, it can definitely dump you over and put you in a really bad place. So make sure you're paying attention and have your kayak facing those waves. Now, a lot of times in these videos, you're going to see the anglers catching fish. That's really what people want to see. That's the exciting part about it. But really what is the important thing is finding those fish in the first place, and that's where a lot of people struggle with it. Now, like I said in that last part of the video, where I found a lot of the fish were on those wind-blown points, and that was the important part about it. But if you don't know where to look, it can make those days long and frustrating and not very productive. So if you are struggling on catching inshore fish, I got something that's really going to help you out, and that is our free online fishing school. Again, this is free. You don't need a credit card. And what I want to do is I want to preview that for you. So if you go to saltstrong.com, this is where we have this available. And what this is, it's broken down into 3 different levels: a beginning level, an intermediate level, and an advanced level. So a beginner is somebody that's struggling to catch fish at all. We can walk you through how to do that. And then intermediate, you catch fish some of the time, but you're not going out there and catching fish every single time. And then advanced anglers are, you're catching fish most of the time, but maybe you're struggling in new areas, or you want to try different lures. That's what these modules are for. And if you click on the beginner module, I'll show you a little preview of it real quick, and we'll walk through what that looks like. So the beginner module, you've got all these really important things that you need to know, these ideas and these subject matters that a lot of people kind of skip over, but this really streamlines everything and makes you learn a lot quicker. So you got finding fish, positioning, casting, knots, rods, reels, lines, lures, hook, everything that you need to learn, and that's on a basic level. Now, if you go to the intermediate module, it's really the same things, but it's taking it to the next level. Think of it as a college course where you start at the 101 and then you go up from there. Now, also an advanced module, it's pretty much the same subject matters, but again, it's on a deeper level. So if you are struggling on catching fish, I highly recommend that you go through this. It's going to help you out a lot. And for more information, go to saltstrong.com/fishing school. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great one. Bye.